a notch.
Boxing fans, this bout is scheduled for 10 rounds of action in the heavyweight division. Our judges, Julie Letterman, George Smith, and Steve Weisfeld, and our referee, Eddie Claudio. Introducing first in the blue corner. He comes to us tonight from St. Martinsville, Louisiana. He weighed in at 227 pounds. Blue trunks, white trim. Perfect professional record, 21 victories. No defeats, 18 knockouts. Please welcome lethal Johnnie White. And his opponent fighting out of the red corner. He comes to us tonight from Hot Springs, Arkansas. He weighed in at 229 pounds. Black trunks, red trim. Excellent professional record, 30 victories, only 6 defeats with 20 knockouts. Please welcome Dominick Southern Disaster Guinn. Our referee, Eddie Claudio, has our fighter instructions.
All right, Dominic. Johnny, you went over the rules, okay? I want a good, clean fight. Take yourself at all times. Obey my commands at all times. Let's touch him up, and let's get to work.
10 rounds, heavyweights.
I love it.
And Johnnie White, 227, a little fleshy up top. He's 21-0, but he's built his record against safe opposition. Dominick Guinn, on the other hand, has faced some of the better heavyweights in the world. And let's see if Johnnie White can take that next step against Dominick Guinn, who's 34 years old, and at this point in his career certainly cannot afford a loss to Johnnie White.
Well, you say Johnnie White, but his birth name is Alfred. Alfred Johnnie White is his birth name. Oh, beautiful. That's one thing Dominick Guinn can do, is punch.
Is Johnnie White all right?
Johnnie White.
He looks like he's discoing out there.
I was going to say Johnnie White is dancing. Nice left foot.
Well, 2 knockdowns in the first minute of this fight, and I don't think this fight's going to continue. Let's see. His legs are going in all different directions.
He says he's okay, but his body is arguing with him right now.
Brian, I'd be shocked if this fight goes another 20 seconds.
The Southern Disaster.
Dominick Guinn, a veteran, he's not smothering his own power. Good stoppage by Claudio, because Johnnie White, he can complain all he wants, but he never really recovered from that first knockdown.
Like I said, he thought he was okay. His body said differently.
Yeah, his legs told a different story.
He's still buckling.
And his corner's going down, too. Wow, that was sudden, that was explosive, and kind of dramatic at the end there, because Johnnie White almost didn't acknowledge that he'd been dropped twice in this fight.
Well, one thing Dominick Guinn can do is punch. Michael Grant, 6'7", 240 somewhat pounds, dropped like a tree when Dominick Guinn hit him.
Yes, Dominick Guinn, once a very, very top prospect, great amateur experience. Suffered a couple of setbacks. He's been considered an underachiever. Now he's 34 years old. He doesn't have time anymore. But you know what? In the heavyweight division, 34 isn't that old.
Especially if you could punch. And
he can punch. You don't lose the power. Dominick Guinn, you see him there. That's his 3rd win in a row, including a win in Montreal against a fighter who was 27-1, Jean-Francois Bergeron. Doctor looking at Johnnie White. Boy, Johnnie White comes in with a record of 21-0. All records are not created equal. His last fight was a win over a guy 6-10. He fought fighters with records of 6-32, 5-27. You can build a record, especially at heavyweight, and that's what Johnnie White did. And the fact of the matter is, he didn't have the class to fight against a Dominick Guinn. Let's go and make it official and go upstairs to Joe Anthony.
Boxing fans, the time, 2 minutes and 1 second of round number 1. Your referee, Eddie Claudio, calls a halt to the contest. Your winner by technical knockout from Hot Springs, Arkansas, Dominick Southern Disaster Guinn.
Sometimes Dominick Guinn's lacked fire. The last 2-3 times I've seen him, he's come out fast and hard. Brian Adams mentioned that Dominick Guinn has always been able to punch, and we certainly saw that tonight against Johnnie White. All right, let's go upstairs to Brian, who has the winner, Dominick Guinn.
Here with the happy winner, Dominick Guinn, the Southern Disaster. One thing you can do, Dom, is punch. You were once regarded as the top American heavyweight. You had a few setbacks. You started out 24-0. At that point, you went to 6-1.
Yeah.
Where's your mind at right now?
To be honest with you, Brian, I went back to the drawing board. I'm sorry to take a minute, but I went up to Canada. I lost Robert Hawkins, and Ronnie and I came out the ring. He told me I should retire. He said I didn't have the killer instinct anymore. I thought about it, and I said, you know what? I haven't won a world title yet, and I can't give up now, and I'm back hungry again. I'm on my way. There was a few things that set me back, but now I'm hungry and I'm just ready to fight. Now I'm Chris Arreola. That's the guy I want. I want Chris Arreola, but anybody they bring to me, I take. But that's what I'm asking for. Chris Arreola, I've been asking for him for a minute. I'm gonna kill him.
Well, the history for Dominick Guinn, you always did well against bigger guys.
Yeah.
Chris Arreola is actually smaller than you.
I think it's bigger.
Why's the motivation for Chris Arreola?
I was with Dan Goosen. He was my promoter, and some things went on in that little relationship, and he promised me Chris Arreola when what fight was I in? Might have been the Eddie Chambers fight, and I'm not gonna talk about promoters, but there's some things went on, and I owe him. I owe him, and I owe Chris Arreola. But once again, and the reason I really want to fight him is because they're hailing him as the next American hope, and I think I am, and I'm going to dethrone him, and I'm going for Klitschko.
Well, Dominick Guinn was once the American hope. Hungry, he's back hungry, and he showed us tonight with this explosive knockout. Back to Steve Farr now.
Thanks for having me.
Brian and Dominick Guinn calling out not just Chris Arreola, the top-rated American heavyweight now, but Areola's promoter, Dan Goosen, former promoter of Dominick Guinn. And right there, Dominick Guinn, just every shot he landed, you know, you really could make an argument here that Johnnie White could have been rescued from that first knockdown. Second knockdown, left hook to the top of the head. Eddie Claudio right here, you could tell he wasn't sure whether he should stop this fight or not. He let it go on, and when he saw that right hand land by Dominick Guinn, that was enough. Johnnie White can argue all he wants, but as Brian said, his body told a different story. His legs were gone. And Eddie Claudio did the right thing. And Dominick Guinn goes to 31-6 with his 21st knockout. That fight went only 2 minutes and 1 second. First round knockout for Dominick Guinn.